I'll have such bitch-ass husbands. And I'm doing God's work over here. My good God.
Homewrecking or God's work? Let's get salty. Today I'm doing a reaction video on the TikTok Homewrecker, Savage Roxy. I started watching one of the shorts that somebody sent to me and recommended I do a reaction video on, and I thought she was hilarious, so I stopped so we can do this together. The person who sent this video suggestion to me told me that my style reminds them a lot of hers. I kind of see it. I don't know. Do you see it? Let me know in the comments below. I'm going to put in the link below the link I actually used, which another user put together as a compilation from all her TikToks that followed this story. If you stick with me till the end, I'm going to tell you about the time when I sent somebody's wife some video proof of cheating. And you can tell me what you think about that decision.
Has your wife called you gorgeous today? No? I would've.
So everyone keeps calling me a homewrecker. And personally, I think it's frickin' funny. Your relationship is this terrible that you have to be concerned about someone from the outside coming in. He or she is not the one for you. One of the videos I made saying, have you called your husband handsome today, or has your wife called you handsome today, has blown up and everyone hates me. But I want you to think about this. If I could come in and tell your man that he's handsome, and just doing that would take the possibility of taking him from you, he's not the one for you. He should be ignoring me. He should be rude to me. He should say, no, I have a wife. Not sorry, I have a wife. It should be straight up, no, I have a wife. And if that's not the case, then girl, I consider it fair game, and he's gonna be mine.
So based on her sense of humor so far, I think she's actually being sarcastic and that they're missing this, and I really doubt that she wants him. She's super salty though, so I automatically have to give a thumbs up.
Bring me, he should be rude to me. He should say, no, I have a wife. Not sorry, I have a wife. It should be straight up, no, I have a wife. And if that's not the case, then girl, I consider it fair game, and he's gonna be mine. So all of you women that commented on my post saying nasty things, I'm coming for you and your profiles, and I've already looked at a lot of your men, and I've already scoped out which ones I'm going to take. I'm going to message some girls' husbands, and I'm going to show you their responses. To all you women who thought it was such a good idea to comment on my video nasty things, this goes out to you. I am gonna find your husbands today, and we have the first account already picked. And I just want to see if her husband's attached. JXE Lisa, let's see if your husband is going to respond to me. Click.
Oh no.
There's your account. We're going to click your little Instagram there. Oh, I can't see any posts, but you do have your hubby tagged. Aw, Darren.
Seems like before you start flaming people, untag your boyfriends, girlfriends, sisters, aunts, cousins on top of making your profile, or just like make your friends list private too.
Such a nice name. I can already tell from his photo that he is very handsome. Oh, look at that. Follow.
She's taunting her. Oh no.
I don't follow very many people, but as soon as he accepts that, I'm going to show you. Let's move on to the next, okay?
Oh, she is super savage. Look at the contempt on her face. It's really funny how she's channeling it though.
Oh, we found another one. Sour X Sweetness. This is her comment.
So the person who told me that I remind them of her, I was like, what? And now I really see what they're talking about. They're like, oh, maybe we could find this. You know, it's super smarmy. She's smarmy and I'm smarmy in many ways. So, okay, I kind of get that.
I think if someone said this to my man in front of me, I'd be going to miss. Oh, your Instagram is linked. I think if someone said this to my man in front of me, I'd be going to jail. All right, miss. Oh, your Instagram is linked. Let's just see what happens. Oh my gosh, your boyfriend is also linked. It says hers. We're gonna send him a little message. In 1 sec, I'm gonna type it.
This is definite trolling. But it's funny because they trolled her first. So I get where she means fair game. I wouldn't do this, you guys, but it's super funny.
I said, hey, how's it going? Don't worry, I'll let you know what he says. Case Duxie. What about telling a single man that they're handsome? I don't know, instead of being a homewrecker. Let's see if she's got one. Oh, her TikTok says she's married. I'm just gonna scroll a little bit and boom, there he is. Papa Stux. Let's give him a message. I said, hey, how's it going? I'm starting out really simple, just in case they see it first. But trust me, I bet you one of the 4, if I showed all 4, will respond. And I'm gonna show you everything. I've got an update on the DMs for you. So the first guy, Darren, actually deleted his Instagram. Pretty sure his wife did. And 2 of the remaining 3 responded. And they were actually pretty nice to me. So I'm not gonna name the names of who said what because I don't need any of these guys getting death threats. But we're just gonna go to the first one. The second one said, hey, there's an account using your pics. I was confused and said, what? Then he proceeds to send me a picture of space and says, because you're out of this world. We're just gonna, yup.
That's actually kind of cool.
We're gonna run with this.
I haven't heard that.
Ladies, I don't want your fucking man. But if you're mean to me, I'll show you I can have him. Okay, next one. The next one says,
Ooh.
I'm not gonna tell you the first part of the conversation.
We've passed salty and we're in total brine.
Because his wife found my TikTok.
Bro.
But later that evening, I got another message from him saying, honestly, your looks got my attention, but after I regained focus, holy you are hilarious too. I think this might be going
He
somewhere.
is hilarious.
I have another update for you ladies, but I woke up sick. Sick of all your bullshit. My God, psych. You guys have it all wrong. You think I'm going after these men to keep them? You think I want your trash? I'm just going around proving to you that you don't get to be a free bully without receiving some consequences.
Yeah, they are so quick to attack and take all their anger and frustration out on her. And she's calling it out in a very spiteful, but also very humorous way. And it's pretty obvious to me that she's not interested in any of these men. She just wants to out them and out the behavior of the women who are enabling it and blaming everyone else. And I do think that that is kind of awesome. I mean, she's kind of awesome. Savage, but awesome.
The amount of women in my
She's got the crazy eyes.
Insta DMs right now is astronomical. And I actually find it quite funny because half of them are commenting mean stuff on my profile to make it look like they'd never do this. And then they're reaching out in my DMs, sending me their hubby's ads, asking me to test their loyalty. One of the original women changed her profile username and then also changed her boyfriend's username to make it look like he didn't respond to me. But he did, baby. Just because you have all the login information and his Instagram on your phone doesn't make you any less psycho than I am. So join the club. We should probably be friends. I can't believe you all have such bitch-ass husbands and I'm doing God's work over here. My good God, what a waste of toilet paper. Okay, y'all. One thing I find abso-fucking-lutely hilarious are all the women commenting mean things on my now posts with 1 like. Like, I know it's yours. Are you proud? Does it sound better when you're mean to someone?
there are those trolls who comment and then like their own post, and I always find that really funny too.
It's got one like. Like you just make yourself look dumb. Okay, since you guys have me all figured out, yes, I'm obviously the biggest homewrecker you have ever met. I want all your husbands, and I'm gonna take care of your children, and I'm gonna become their new mommy. Mama Roxy. Has a ring to it, doesn't it? I'm gonna start wearing all the clothes in your closet, if they fit me. And then I'm gonna go to your brother, because I just wanna take everyone's man, and I spend all of my time doing nothing but hunting for someone who's taken. You're all so right.
Sarcasm alert!
You got me. I'm just a big old salute. Look at me go. But you may be wondering, Roxy, what do you do in your spare time?
What y'all want? God damn.
I can take your mans if I want to, but lucky for you, I don't want to. Why you coming at me with the attitude, huh? Slapping on my ego, now I'm mad at you. Now I gotta do what I gotta do. Kinda sad, don't even like the dude.
I have a big update for you.
Uh-oh.
Darren's wife wants to talk on the phone. So you know damn straight I gave her my number because I'm keeping you guys in this. She's gonna give me a call at some point later today, and I'm gonna record the entire conversation because Darren did us dirty. I'm not really sure how I should approach this conversation yet, but I'm feeling violence today.
Uh-oh.
Mama.
Uh-oh.
Roxy's coming for you. Okay, so Darren's wife is about to call me, and I do have 11 phones because of the work that I do, so I am so ready to show you what happens.
Work? I really want to know what got her started on this and the first post, because I'm curious. I might just message her and ask her if it's anything like my first experience. And I don't make a hobby of this, but I did do it once. So let's keep going.
She's calling a no-caller ID. She doesn't want me to know her number. Hello?
Don't you dare hello me after what you did to me and my husband.
What am I supposed to say when I...
You stay far away from us both, or I will push charges.
Oh, so that means that you're still with him?
What does she mean by push charges? I mean, what is charged with what? Flirting? Maybe with her, but nobody's gonna take a report. Oh yes, ma'am. He answered her Instagram. So sorry.
Of course I'm still with him. We've been married for 15 years. You think I'm going to let some blonde, pretty little homewrecker ruin my marriage?
Well,
I don't think so.
First off,
Blondie.
I'm a redhead. I only have a little bit of blonde, but...
You're a fake redhead, just like everything.
Okay, that was actually a good
Meow.
one. Watch out or I'm just gonna come for him again. Anyways, the whole point of this is because you commented nasty things on my Facebook or my TikTok,
I
and
was just speaking the
This is full posturing. I come from a family of 8 siblings, all girls. And I know Kat when I see it.
that wasn't anything that wasn't even near the truth. You were being rude to someone you don't know, and you thought that you were gonna get away with it with no consequences. So I did what I said. I followed through. I did exactly what I said. I don't want your man, but just letting you know, he did make a new account.
for him.
He did make a new account to message me later that evening. So even though you... Okay, I can show you.
I doubt it. My husband is a loyal man. We've been married.
Then why is she so scared of this woman, Roxy, messaging her husband if he's so loyal? Why is she calling her? Why not just blow it off entirely and laugh about it with her husband? That's probably what I would be doing, is sitting there looking at it together and laughing. Honestly, that's what I'd be doing.
For many years, and we have 2 children together.
Do you want me to show you the proof?
Yeah, I do.
I promise. I'm so happy to show you. I have no issues with showing you what had happened. I honestly think you
Read it
deserve...
out. I know my husband's writing. Read it out to me. Blondie.
I have it on a different phone and I'm currently recording. My TikTok family says hi, by the way.
You're recording this?
I am, yeah.
For who?
So that I could show everybody what you're gonna act like.
For who?
That's it. I'm pushing charges.
Social media. Blasting her online already. Like, well, for who?
We'll find out where you live.
You're more than welcome.
Okay, that's a threat. Like, she's the one threatening her. I will find out where you live. Oh, that's called doxing. Doxing, finding out where someone lives and blasting them for it. And it sounds kind of like that. She might be threatening that. It's illegal.
I have done nothing
If you,
wrong.
I'm serious. If you think you can get away with posting this online on your little TikTok, thinking you're a big shot,
Girl,
I will
you
for
also posted nasty
And
things
I'll show
on
up
my
at your house.
TikTok.
What did she say? I will come for you at your house? Something like that? If you think you can get away with posting this online? Oh, this girl isn't smart. I'll tell you that.
Online on your little TikTok,
Mocking. It's very childish.
big shot.
Girl,
I will
you
for
also posted nasty things
I'll show
on
up
my
at your house.
TikTok.
I will
You
show
know
up
what?
I will show up at your house.
Be friends, and then we can go against Darren together, because I truly believe that you deserve better, even though you're being a see you next Tuesday to me right now.
See you next Tuesday.
I don't think so, Blondie. This ain't the Powerpuff Girls, honey.
That was actually a good one. No, we definitely should be friends. You sound savage.
Sweetie.
Anyways,
I got savage right here for you. He will peck your eyes out, Blondie.
I'll send you the proof, and you can let me know what you think, and if you want to be friends after that, the door's still open.
You're pushing my buttons right here.
You're probably...
I'd be friends with her.
Go give yourself some more compliments. I'm thinking you probably need them.
Okay, that's it. I'm done here.
Okay,
Bye.
have a great day. Ladies, if you're commenting on my posts right now saying, you can't have my man, you're not...
They're totally playing into it. And she's got a TikTok persona now. She's like seeing it as a cause. She's calling people out. And they don't get it. They keep inviting her to do it and then getting pissed at her for doing it. This actually is a public service, I think. Ladies, you can probably, if you want to find out if your man's cheating on you, go and comment on her stuff and she'll probably help you out. Right? I can't get this obnoxious bird. Hold on.
as pretty as me. Okay, well, I got friends, and we cover all flavors. We've got the bimbo blonde, we've got the brilliant brunette, and if the psychopathic, home-wrecking, crazy redhead Roxy doesn't do it for him, I'll find someone who does, baby, just to prove you wrong.
It's provocative for sure, but it's meant to be. So what do you think? Is Roxy a see you next Tuesday, or is she performing a public service? Let me know what you think in the comments. And then since you stuck along with me for so long, I promised I would tell you a story about my own public service. Vigilantism, you decide. So I'm going to change the names to protect the guilty. So I rented a room from this guy, we'll call him Eric. He told me that he lived most of the time in Oklahoma with his fiance, and he was mostly retired and stayed in San Diego some of the time. Said he loves dogs. I'll have the apartment to myself most of the time. It was a dual master bedroom. My bathroom, though, is closer to the outside, and his was in the suite. So mine was off a hallway from the main apartment. So at first he seemed cool. He was nice to my dog. I had just gotten out of a really, really hard breakup, and I was sort of stunned. I didn't realize at first that he was flirting with me and coming on to me, and I didn't pick up the signals he was putting down. I thought it was sort of roommate friendly to be making me dinner and having a glass of wine with me here and there. Okay, I know I was participatory in missing those signs. But I thought of him as safe because of the whole fiance. So I was a little bit gullible at first. It's kind of a blind spot. Then two things happened. I started to get kind of psycho messages on Facebook Messenger from the girlfriend. We'll call her Molly. Eric, is telling me how they're fighting, and she's absolutely crazy and angry and super jealous and imagining things. And she's sending me messages a lot like, you see you next Tuesday. You stay away from my man. I know where you live. I know what you're doing. Just crazy. Right. So at first I'm like, wow, she is nuts. That was my initial thought. So in retrospect, I know that he played her emotions and used those emotions to gaslight her to her and everyone around her. But at the time, again, I didn't see it right away. So I write back to Molly and say, look, I'm really sorry that your relationship is having problems. I don't want your man. She didn't believe me, so she kept messaging me. Eventually, I blocked her. Then the second thing happened. Eric started bringing women home frequently for overnights. So I figured out pretty quickly that Eric was lying to Molly, and Eric really was cheating on Molly. And Molly was just guessing that it was me, and there was gaslighting going on. And I was disgusted, and I was already making plans to move out. But I had prepaid like 3 months of rent, so it wasn't really that simple. I had a lease as well. At this point, I was still pretty much of the mindset that it wasn't really any of my business. I had already blocked this woman after she came at me, and I didn't really think I needed to open up a can of worms there. It just didn't occur to me to go back to her. It was their problem, their relationship, and, whatever. I didn't think she'd be receptive anyway. So I was kind of talking myself out of even addressing it. Then a third thing happened. Eric started completely violating my boundaries, coming home drunk after the bar, walking into my bedroom, calling me sweetheart, slurring his words, and he absolutely freaked out at me for bringing a date home. So it all clicked. I called him jealous. He, basically flew into a narcissistic rage. And I also found out he wasn't allowed to be subletting, and I wasn't allowed to have the animals that I had on my lease because the lease wasn't valid. And at the end of the story, he stole 3 months worth of rent from me. So lots of complications going on there. But what broke the spine for me was when my jewelry and things started to go missing from these women. And he admitted that he was letting them go into my room and into my bathroom and that they probably stole things from me because he was frequently drunk when they were over and he was pissed off at me. So he kind of admits this in a really flagrant way. And I'd had enough. And at this point, I also felt really bad for Molly and all the gaslighting he was doing to her. It became super obvious. And I felt like at this point, it was enough of my business that I justified reaching out to her. But I also knew she probably wouldn't believe me. So I had to get proof first. The next day, when he had another woman stay the night, I waited for him to go outside to drive her home, and they got into his car together and left our private parking lot. And as they did, they went under my window, and I took my phone and snapped a shot of the two of them driving out together. And it was a really guilty looking close-up shot of both of them looking at each other. Total classic walk of shame kind of picture. So I unblocked Molly and sent the picture to her. I wanted to validate her. My caption said, right idea, wrong girl. Molly immediately apologized, thanked me. People in this situation tend to defend their cheating partners and then take it out on somebody else. And that's exactly what ended up happening. To make the rest of the story as short as possible, Molly confronted Eric. Eric lost his shit at me, of course. And losing his shit in this case involved grabbing his new spear gun from his new spear fishing hobby and threatening me with it. So that was interesting. Eric somehow talked his way out of it with Molly within a few days, and she sent me a bunch more fairly psycho messages saying that I somehow tricked her. Again, it was really sad. She was completely brainwashed by this guy and took out all of her anger for his acts on everybody around him, completely enabling him. It was disgusting, but he didn't get away with the whole spear gun thing. I'm pretty sure he was 5150 that day. If you don't know what a 5150 is, it's a, I think, 72-hour psych hold when you behave as a danger to yourself or to others. So that's the story. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Stay salty, y'all. Stay away from spear guns.